Welcome to Airborne. I'm Matt Jeffs. Our guest today is a motivational speaker, comedian, and teacher, and someone I welcome back to our studios here in the beautiful downtown St. Augustine.
Awesome,
you love
awesome.
It?
Loving the colors.
Andrew Guy. Welcome, man. How you been?
Doing?
Huh?
Doing good, doing good. You look good.
Oh, you do too. No,
Working out.
none of that. No, anything but. But, for those of us in our new format here, the Clips Recording Company, and you were with us in the days on the radio.
Yes, I was.
7:30 on Saturday mornings.
Ooh, and it was chilly in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. Chilly. But we survived.
Yeah, and these are much cooler digs, aren't they?
Yes,
you got to admit, the beautiful recording studios here at Eclipse.
Awesome.
For those of us who are new to Airborne, who is Andrew Guy?
That's such a tough question. I don't even know how to answer that. It's like, who are you? Well, I am a motivational speaker, comic, whatever you want to call me. But my thing is who am I? Is like, I am the type of person that is here to motivate individuals. Motivate them to realize who they are, and to push them or inspire them to become that person that they never thought they could be. That's me. That's what I do. And I get a kick out of doing that.
That sounds like pretty cool work.
Yeah, I get a kick out of doing that.
I think I'd enjoy that. You've been an educator to students in schools. You've been an educator, a life educator for folks.
Yes.
Who is a typical Andrew Guy audience? Is there such thing?
There's no such thing as a typical audience. I believe that each and every individual, has an ear, and they want something inside of them. It's like we're this open vessel waiting to be filled. And just like you with Airborne here now, we have like our audience out there, they have something that they need inside of them.
And there's a new race that is at good news, in case y'all didn't know. Because according to what the pastor said, we're all sinners. Yes, we are. Saved by grace. And it is our duty here to become like Jesus together. Remember? Yes. You feel it? It's a bunch of good news be walking like this word. The fist, we're becoming like Jesus together. So, and then since there's some blacks in here, there's some vanilla in here, and since we're all sinners, we're chalk vanillas. No other church, it's just here up in Good News. So if you want to be a part of the chalk vanillas, the good news is up in here.
There is no such thing as a set audience. We're all people. We need something to just keep us going, push us over the hump.
Some of the settings you've worked in, I recall, is colleges, in the community, in corporate America, and even in church. You have a strong faith, and that's part of your message too, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I believe that our faith, my grandmother used to say this, okay? She said that you are as good as the trials that you've been through.
That is profound. I love that.
She said, don't talk about the glories if you don't have no story. Matt, you have a story. I have a story. Everyone have a story. Everyone here in St. Augustine have a story. And the thing that we're trying to get people to understand is that it's your faith that keeps you going. Wow. It's like running out of gas and then somebody show up just to help you push it to the gas station. That's how faith works. And so that's what I try to get across to the people, that your faith is an action. It's an active part of you.
That is tremendous. Any work coming up for Black History Month? Tell us what's happening.
Is that a slur?
Oh, jeez. You got me.
I like your black shirt.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to speaking at some colleges and hopefully at the church. And when I look at Black History Month, one of the things that I'm focusing on this year, as a matter of fact, since Black History Month is not only just a subject, but it's a touchy subject. You know what I mean?
Why is it?
And I'm glad that, we're in this type of setting where there is no race where we're concerned. A few years ago, we wouldn't be doing this.
You're right.
Years ago, we couldn't be sitting down and shaking hands or something like that.
That's right.
And that's a blessing. We've come a long way.
You're right.
And one of the things that I try to talk to the individuals, and I said, listen, you know what? We're carrying around all these unseen baggages.
You're not kidding.
I said, okay, I don't care if you go to church. There are people in the church, in the pew, with these baggages. And I said, let them go. Let them go. Because the quicker you let go of these baggages, then you push yourself into your destiny.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I hold on to your hand here for a second, let's say you're holding me right there.
Right.
And you don't let me go. And I'm holding on to hate. I'm holding on to frustration. I'm holding on to all those people that my ancestors told me that did something to me, and I don't let go.
Right.
You see, I can't move.
Yeah.
Even though my destiny is right over there. The moment I let go of this, I can't have that.
Imagine that.
And so that's kind of what I let them know. Black history is not a color history. It's a human history.
Wow. That's excellent. Goodness gracious. Profound stuff. Very good, Andrew. I really appreciate it.
It's a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a blessing.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
You and I have a similar past with physical therapy.
Yes.
And you work in physical therapy and even work that into your motivational talks.
Yes, I do.
How do you incorporate that? How do you make that work?
Well, we're physical beings. We're not only just physical, spiritual. We're physical beings also.
Right.
And so physical therapy comes in because, we have to move. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you're not moving, you're not living. Mm-hmm. And you and I both know that as we move and the blood pumps through our vein, it washes out these things and get all these toxins out. So if I'm sitting down, I'm literally waiting to die. Physical therapy says get up and do something. Move around your house. Use that energy because then it's going to be stored energy. Mm-hmm. It's like having some money in the bank and it's just being there and sitting there, growing interest, and you don't even know it's there. Someone else uses it.
That's right.
So physical therapy, I tell them, okay, fine, whether you have a gift, whether you have a talent, or just know how to do something well, use it. Use it. Because if you don't, as we say, like the muscles, you lose them. Whatever you don't use, you lose.
You atrophy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big word.
Big college word. We'll apply that. Your motivation, I'm getting motivated just sitting next to you and listening to you. And again, you fold faith into it. Why is that so important in your eyes and mind?
It's amazing because, I listen to my grandmother, my mom, and my dad all the time. Mm-hmm. And the wonderful thing about faith is that, it's transcendent. It passes culture, generations. And the thing is that, whatever you go through today, it helps your children to become what they want to be.
Wow.
You see, it's passed down. It's just a hand-me-down. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the thing is, if you don't have faith, what do you have?
Right.
You're just haphazard and going back and forth. It's like a trial and error. Faith basically anchors you into whatever the things you want to accomplish. Mm-hmm. Whether it be college, whether you have a business. Take it for example. We're on Airborne right now, right? And we know that the show is going to go through the roof, okay? Few weeks from now, they're going to be calling me, I need to speak to Mac Jeffs, please. It's just wonderful. It's all about faith, putting it to action. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wow. Tremendous stuff. You're also, in addition to faith, comedy. You work that into your routines whenever possible. Why is that important?
You see, there's a benefit in laughter. It heals the soul. It's like crying, okay? Either crying or laughing. There's one thing that's happening when you're crying. When you're crying, you're ridding the soul of the things that are going on, whether it be a stressful day, a bad relationship, bad day on the job, or whatever the case might be. You're ridding the soul. But laughter is a celebration of not just yourself, but everybody around you. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine all of us just get together and go to a comedy club and just start laughing about ourselves and the thing we've been through?
Oh, yeah.
You come out there, you feel free. All that weight is gone.
Yeah.
That's really what life is all about. Get rid of the weight, live.
You're laughing at the absurdities in life.
Yes.
It's really wonderful, isn't it?
Yes.
To our youth, those who might be watching and listening here on Airborne, any advice to them? Any little pearls from Andrew Guy we could share with them?
Well, there's always a pearl. And I believe that, each one teach one. One hand washes the other. In the end, we both get clean. You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I said that, we also as youth need to think progressively. You have to think progressively. If we still thinking, 20 years back in the past, as I said earlier on, we're holding ourselves back, okay? Right. We need to team up, okay? There's always something that the other person knows or always something that the other person has that you can use, And as I use my hand here, one thing that I stressed to you, I said team up because it's teamwork. I believe that God created teamwork. And like PT, that, there are brevis and longest, the different kinds of muscles and different length. And so diversity plays a role. So I tell the youth, okay, fine, if you just love the black of your hand and don't appreciate the white of your hand, then, how are you going to succeed? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I also tell them, I say, don't keep your fist too tight. because then, you know, you interrupt the circle of life. Relax so things can flow out and come back in, you know. And I just let them know, just honor your mother and father, man. It determines how long you live. That's just how I tell them. I keep it real with them.
That's beautiful. Oh, gosh. I love having you here, and I hope you'll come back on a regular basis.
Definitely.
For those who would like to learn more about Andrew Guy, I know you have a website, Andrew Guy Speaks. Is that correct?
Yes. AndrewGuySpeaks.com. That's AndrewGuy Speaks, like speaking like I'm doing right now, .com.
Oh, that's beautiful. And people can go there. They can learn about your motivational speaking.
Yes, they can.
Any video clips or things
like that? There are video clips on there on teamwork. There are video clips on self-esteem, because we know a lot of people are suffering from low self-esteem. So one of the things I try to tell them is, okay, fine, high self-esteem is what results to high productivity. Low self-esteem basically results to nothing. Okay? There are articles on there that they can read, a bunch of different motivational articles, so they can go on there, read on the site, and there are just a bunch of things that they can learn more about.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Andrew Guy, come on back real soon, okay?
Thank you so much for having me. Have a blessed day.
Thank you for being on Airborne.
That's what it's saying. When she would call my granddaddy would come in and say, oh, let me take over from here. And then he now, I don't know, what's his problem? Big old grown man going to use the dumbest example to correct me. He said, oh, so you think you're the big bad wolf, huh? I'm thinking, you're upset at me, okay? And that's the best thing you can say to me for discipline. He said, oh, so you think you're the big bad wolf? Uh-huh. Well, I'm gonna huff, and I'm gonna puff, and I'm gonna blow you down, you hear me? And I'm thinking, you were watching the Three Little Pigs? I'm thinking, you wanna come and beat me, and you watching the Three Little Pigs? My granny, every now and again, would get in the spirit when she beat me. Because she felt she was doing the work of God. Because the Bible said, don't spit or ride, don't spoil. What is it? Well, say it again. You see, you did it a lot. You know? He knows it by heart. You probably done some of that.